Made in Hollywood.
In the Heart of the Sea is based on true events that occurred in 1820 when a ship was preyed upon by a whale of mammoth size, which forced its crew to survive at sea for 90 days.
Hey, I'm Hemsworth. Welcome to Made in Hollywood, and here is a scene from In the Heart of the Sea.
How does one come to know the sea's dark secrets? Monsters. Are they real?
The story is about one captain and his first mate, but let's talk about the differences between these two men.
Yeah, my character is has all the experience in the world, but is from a very hard-working, working-class background and wasn't born into the privileged family that the captain is.
George Powell.
Chase, Owen Chase.
Because they're so fundamentally different. When they get back home, some of the things they learn on the ocean fall away because they're in different circumstances. They're back to a class system.
Normally, a captain gets to choose his first mate.
An experienced captain, yes. There is a whole lot of animosity between the two of them.
Centuries before, sailors feared sailing off the edge of the earth.
All hands on deck!
I mean, I'm 19 years old and I made a Ron Howard film. I mean, how lucky am I?
Really lucky. I haven't even talked to him yet, and I'm already geeking out because I know I'm going to talk to him next door.
Yeah, he's the best. He really is the best, and you'll have a wonderful interview because he's just one of the nicest men I've ever worked with.
But we were headed for the edge of sanity.
One of the reasons why I like this movie, other than the cinematography, the art direction, the cast, is the story. I had no idea that this was a real thing that actually happened.
Well, you and me both. I mean, that surprised me when I read it. Who knew that the myth of Moby Dick was actually born out of a real event?
To understand what these men went through, what they endured, and I think that's what that makes it a little more interesting.
What is it?
They had a sound stage, which was basically a big swimming pool with a boat on a gimbal, and wind cannons and water cannons.
And we had a ship at first in a tank, and it could sort of like list. They had this massive gimbal to sort of create the fact that it was rocking at sea. And that was sort of all the stunts and all the sort of physical side of the film. But then the heart and soul of the film was really shot out in the Canary Islands at sea.
A real ship every day for 2 months, and so dealing with sort of seasickness and what have you was a bit of an adjustment.
Was this role physically demanding?
It was a long shoot. It was 4 months. It was we were wet for 90% of the time.
The diet and exercise, I hate to say it, they had us on like 600 calories by the end. Just a bunch of sweaty, stinky, hungry, angry, seasick men in a little tiny boat.
The amazing thing is that no one ever really complained that much. Everyone was sort of easygoing and got on with it, and I think the reason being is that we knew we were making a good movie because we all really trusted Ron and we knew that he was doing justice to this film.
Tilt back down to the water because Jody might be able to let some fire start.
I have so much respect for what all of the actors did to try to bring this true story to the screen with integrity and to honor, the men they were actually playing.
We will surely perish out there.
We might also survive.
At any point are you just thinking, okay guys, this is just a little bit too real for me?
Yeah. No, I mean, I love it. That's part of the attraction for me with acting, and especially a film like this, is you get to experience something you might never be involved in.
Ron was really adamant about making an authentic film. He didn't want us to be sort of like doing a Hollywood version of what this is. This is like a real down-to-earth piece, and that's why we had to do all that training.
It's mythic, it's cool, it's fresh, it's cinematic. But it really happened. Wow.
So it's true. Yes, too much is true.